Welcome to the 10 and 3 podcast with your hosts, Mahalia and Gina. And then fake applause. Fake applause, fake applause, fake applause. That was the intro.
Okay, you ready?
I'm ready.
What's up, everybody? This is Mahalia.
And it's Gina.
And it's a 10 and 3 podcast. Big up bilks. Big up bilks. Okay.
I'm giggly because I...
Yeah, but at least you feel good. Wait, let me double check.
This is the first time I haven't...
Yeah.
I have eaten before we've done this.
Oh, really?
Yeah, usually I just come straight from work and I don't eat and I just go into it and then I'm like thinking about food the whole time.
Are you serious?
Yes.
The whole time?
The whole time. I have a full stomach, so I'm like, this is good.
How you doing, Gina?
I'm chilling. It was a hard weekend. I follow someone in South Korea. Not BTS, someone else. And he went live for his birthday. And the day that I thought it was, because, you know, if you don't know, Korea is 13 hours ahead of us.
Yeah.
So usually they're a day ahead, typically. I misunderstood when he said he was going live, and I went and checked. I put my alarm. I was a day early. And then
Aww.
when he was actually live, like my other peoples that I'm friends with that are also into this person, they're like, oh, okay, it wasn't this time, it was this time. Everyone set your alarms. Set my alarm. I slept through my alarm. I woke up and caught the last 10 minutes of his live. I was very distraught because I was like, it's hard to not be into stuff that's not in your time zone. Like,
yeah, I don't know. How
that was the only struggle. I've been sleeping well though. That's the only reason I even woke up.
Yeah, she don't want to say she moved to a new secret location.
Secret location number 3, 4.
I
just keep moving around.
I think it's number 3.
I think
because the second one we never got to see.
Yeah, you guys never got to see it. It was wonderful. It was a haven. Unfortunately, as an adult, when you have new opportunities come across, you have to make changes. Mm-hmm. And so, I am. I'm good. We'll be good. You guys might get to actually see this one because I actually make plans, low plans to actually record over there. So
yay!
Hopefully, so we'll go to a different location.
Yeah,
we're going on to our next location. But I'm excited and I'm happy. I've been sleeping well. Obviously, that's the only reason I was able to randomly wake up at 5 a.m.
You woke up at 5?
Yeah. Originally, my alarm was for 3:55 a.m. because the live was supposed to. For us, it would have been 4 a.m. For them, it would have been 5 p.m. But I slept through my alarm, and you know, I had to change my alarm to something that would wake me up.
Yes,
you're gonna laugh.
I have to do that.
You're going to laugh. No, it would get copyrighted. It's a song.
Oh, it's a song. Okay,
it's a song, but it's "Boy with Love" by BTS. Every time I hear the beginning, like. I wake up. Like, that song could get me out of a coma.
Oh my goodness.
Like if there's a song that could get me out of coma, there's probably a couple, but that one right now,
that would be the one.
That would be the one that just wakes me up because it's like, so I actually, after I overslept through that alarm, I changed my alarm, I've been sleeping well, so I really didn't need the alarm, but I woke up after and I was like,
that's good. It's always like kind of hard when you move sometimes, like to get the feel of the place, so that's good. Like you're already getting used to it and you can sleep through alarms and stuff.
I'm growing up though. I'm sleeping without the TV.
Yeah.
That's progress. Mahalia already knows firsthand that if you turn off the TV while I'm asleep, I'm going to wake up.
Yeah,
so the fact that I've been sleeping without the TV on shows growth, I guess. I still have the bear though. So.
One thing at a time. One thing at a time. Wait, didn't you have the TV just because of like background noise?
Yeah.
Like things? Yeah.
I needed the background noise. I can't sleep in pure silence. I don't think I can really think in pure silence. If I ever have it fully quiet, something's wrong. Because I can't deal with pure silence. What about you? How have you been?
I've been good. I called off just because. Yeah, that was good. Unfortunately, I had to kind of like, not like we tell the complete truth because I technically had to do something for my dad. So I'm like, family obligation. I have to do in the morning.
I'd be like,
but
I'm not coming.
So good. Yeah, I felt so good, bro. I slept through my alarm, and I woke up at like 8 o'clock. It felt good. So, yeah.
Stan, we need to do mental health episode.
Yeah, we do.
For sure.
We do.
Mental health is so important. Taking days off. Even though this is not what this is about, but I will say it in case anyone hasn't heard it before. Take your time off. Even if it's not paid, even if it is paid, take your time off. Because at the end of the day, most of these companies don't even care about you.
Yep.
One of my jobs does. I mean, I guess technically 2 of my jobs care about me, but one of them I don't care about. But one of my jobs truly does care about me, and they show me all the time. Even though, okay, so it's Teacher Appreciation Week, so there's about to be a lot of like pizza parties, donut, ice cream. Today we had donuts. Even though I don't really agree with that, but whatever. But this job, I really appreciate them. They treat me like I'm actually valuable, and that's what I expect from a job.
Yeah.
Like, they encourage you to take the time off if you need it, and they don't ask questions. Because really, it's a courtesy that I'm telling you I'm not coming.
That's what I'm saying. Like, the least I have to do is just say I'm not coming. That's it.
I don't need
you don't
to
always
explain.
have to be, yeah, I don't need to explain anything.
That, I always find it fishy if you call to tell your job, like, hey, I'm not going to be able to make it, or you text or however you communicate that you're not going to make it, and they ask you why. Yeah. It is not your business. Yeah. Okay, guys? If you're taking your day off and they ask you why, it's not their business. And they shouldn't be asking. It doesn't matter if you have paid time off or not. Like, especially if you have paid time off, it's none of their business.
It is not.
It is nothing. But even if you don't, it is no one's business why you're not coming into work today. Yeah. I'm not coming into work. That's it. Arrange yourselves accordingly.
Yeah, that's all you need to know.
Little mini pop-up. Yeah. But that's always good. I respect that, taking the days off when you need it.
Okay, that was a long cold open, but anyway.
Trending. Okay, so first thing just happened this literal, like, what time is it? It happened like 3 hours ago, maybe. I haven't bad at math, so it's probably a little more. But whatever. Bill Gates is divorcing his wife of 27 years. I didn't know. I've heard so much about, like, they say like the first 9 years are the hardest, and if you make it past that 9, then you can get through anything.
I've heard something about that too.
But I was talking to a teacher today, and she's like, I'm not even gonna lie, it's honestly, they should say the first 30 years. 30 years. Wow. If you make it past 30 years, then, like, you know. But I also saw a thing that some guy, his wife is 94 and he's 97, and he found out that she had an affair in the 1940s, and he got a divorce. And I can't even be mad at that. Like, I was like, I would too. At
that point, that just be petty.
I would question everything.
That just be petty.
And people were commenting like, who's the judge that like let him do that? Who's the client? I was like, no. I see where he's coming from. I'm gonna question everything that came after the 1940s.
Oh, so that kid we have after was out of guilt, not out of love. Okay.
You know. So, you know, every time anybody who's like really prominent gets a divorce, even though I don't know all the factors and everything, he made a really quick post about it. That's why it even broke.
Oh, okay.
So there's really nothing out there on it yet. None of his like representatives and stuff are saying anything. Just his post is what everyone's going off of. And I mean, who knows what were the issues, but it's always shaking. It shakes me a little bit when it's like, okay, you have been together through thick and thin, and you've been together through they both have money. Like, you've been through it. Yeah. And now you're splitting. Like, what could have possibly caused that? If Ryan Reynolds and Blake Lively ever get divorced,
oh my goodness,
I'm not getting married. I know I shouldn't place things, but I'm not getting married. Cause then, what is love? Like, baby, don't hurt me. Like, no, I can't. No. So that was the first trend.
Yeah, dang, that's sad. And they have so many like foundations and organizations. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying about. Like,
bro, dang.
Second trending. Second trending. Our favorite thing, our little bonding nerd moment. Marvel put out the movies, the titles that are going to be coming out, and the 2 that stuck out to me the most. Oh, I guess 3, I guess. Doctor Strange is coming out. I don't care about it.
Wait, hold that thought. Sorry. I just realized how loud this probably is going to be. I forgot to say I'm recording that. Put the volume down here.
Are they all out there or just her?
Yeah, it was just her.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry, my bad. I forgot to tell her to put the volume down.
It's okay.
Okay.
But so Doctor Strange, what is it? Madness?
And the
multiverse.
Multiverse of Madness.
Yeah, Multiverse of Madness. I don't really care for Doctor Strange, so I'm sorry. Nobody come for me, but I don't really care for Doctor Strange. It's whatever. I think it was Feige. I don't remember who it was that released a statement about why they didn't end up putting him in WandaVision. Because it was hyped up a lot that
he was gonna
be in it,
a cameo or something. Yeah,
because it was supposed to lead up to his movie and connect it. And I read what he said, and I understand where he was coming from. The reason that he didn't end up showing up in it, like they wrote him out, is because they didn't want him to take away from Scarlet Witch. Which I understand.
And her character development?
Yeah, and her exactly. And her character development. Like, if Doctor Strange comes in and fixes everything, then it's just going to look like, oh, no, she made another mess that someone else had to clean up. Which I understood. I read the comments. People were arguing about it. They're like, so you purposely chose to have a bad ending? It's like, no. I get where they're coming from. It makes sense. They want it to be able to stand on its own. They don't want it to lean too much on.
Yeah.
So I get where they were coming from. And I feel like if they had kept Doctor Strange and had it play out that way, people would have been complaining like, so Scarlet Witch can't do nothing. Like, like so you're just gonna make her look weak.
Yeah,
like,
all this hype for her to be so powerful and then
So I mean, but I get what people were saying. Like, but she's literally magical powers. Doing something that big, people were missing. He would have stepped in.
A hex that big.
Yeah, he would have stepped in.
Yeah.
So I'm just assuming that in that movie, in the next one, that he's just going to be like, okay, so I know you did this.
Yeah.
Or I feel like it's gonna come up at some point, but I understand why they did what they did.
Yeah.
So that's coming out. They released the title for the next Black Panther movie, which is
Wakanda Forever.
Guys, when I tell you, like, Chadwick Boseman's death shook me. I was crying for weeks.
I remember that. I vividly remember that.
I have never cried that hard for someone that I never met in person, but his impact was so huge and he was doing so much good stuff. I had so much respect for him. I wanted to meet him, and I really always called him my brother. Like, I looked up to this guy big time. And so it was even a while before I could watch anything else with him in it. Like, I couldn't even see his face. Like, that's how hard it was for me. I think the first time, like, January, February, I think I watched Black Panther, and I was able to do it without crying. And now I can, like... Which, he died last year, guys. So it took me a while to get over it. You would think I knew him personally. I didn't, but it was deep. And it's hard. I also think Black Death kind of hurts me extra, which is...
Yeah, it always does.
That one, you know, and I had seen Lupita say something, Lupita Nyong'o, sorry. My sister's like, stop referring to celebrities by their first name, you don't know them.
You don't know that.
I was just like, Lupita! Like, I just had lunch with her.
My girl Lupita, yeah.
No. But Lupita Nyong'o was, she had said, like, the way that they're doing it, it's really good, you know, it honors him, and it's able to, like, go on without him, which is good. And I like that they're not doing CGI, nothing. Like, it is just a good way to honor him, and I like that.
Yeah, I was getting worried about them trying to do that. I heard how they was trying to do like some kind of like either kill him off on screen or have some kind of CGI Black Panther type thing in the beginning.
People were arguing. People were actually arguing in the comments that he should be recasted. What do you think about that?
I feel like we're not going to agree on this. I actually do want them to recast.
Really?
Yes.
So, I have a former best friend.
Oh my goodness.
We're no longer friends. This is officially just a working relationship.
This is officially the last episode.
This is the working relationship. I wasn't going to end it, but if you
okay. You can be professional. Okay,
I can be professional, but if you want to bring it home.
Nah.
This is the final.
You be professional.
No, go ahead. Say what you need to say.
But yeah, like I can't even find the right words to explain it for it to not sound weird, but I'll show you the video. There's this really good YouTuber that I like to watch. His name is E-Man Movie Reviews, and he created a petition about recasting T'Challa, not Black Panther. Like mostly like just the character T'Challa and how the fact that so many things within the Wakanda world or whatever revolves around him, and so like we still would like to have a powerful male character within that whole realm and stuff. Like he doesn't have to be Black Panther. Like for me too, I really want Shuri to be Black Panther the right way though.
Yeah.
The right way. But yeah, the character T'Challa, I think that like of course it's gonna be hard, and when it comes to like the actual like if the movie actually came out for the actor have to go back and forth and talking about Boseman, you know, and having that respect and tribute to him during that press run, that'd be fine. But I do believe that, you know, after a certain time, like we'll still respect what he does, but then from then on, like that person will take on like, you know, what he started.
They're actually also planning a Disney Plus series about life in Wakanda.
Yeah.
So that's something to look forward to. I understand where you're coming from, but personally, I hate recasting. Once
just in general.
In general.
Okay.
Once a character is this, you need to completely reboot it in order for me to be okay with someone else being this character.
Okay.
Because I've already attached everything to this character.
Like, so does that? Well, I guess it's a mantle. Because the Black Panther thing is a mantle, but does that technically mean that you're not really into the new Cap American or Captain
America?
Yeah.
I don't really like Captain America.
As a character?
As a character.
Oh, okay. Not necessarily, I guess.
Anybody who knows
like
me in person knows that I said Cap should have died, not
Yes!
No, Tony.
I don't know about you, but I was Team Iron Man,
waiting for Cap to kick the bucket. And he better not actually be on no mood. I know they said he's not coming back for real, but don't play games with me. Like, I want this guy unalived.
Unalived?
Unalived. Okay?
No, you know they can't officially say that. There's too much money on the table, so you know they just want to leave that. They want to leave that spot open for if Evans ever want to come back. Of course, they have to give him a hefty paycheck, but you know
the amount that it would be for him to come back, they're not. That's why they're probably being like, no.
They like to tease it just for us, the fans, but in reality, the business part of it, he's probably not coming back. For
I don't like. No offense to Falcon as the Captain America. I don't like. What's his name? John Walker as Captain America. I did like his outfit though. That was the first time I liked the outfit.
Oh yeah.
I never liked the outfit on anybody.
The first Avengers movie outfit was not that good.
No, like but and they kind of teased it with the characters that were in the show. If they brought Patriot, I'd be. I'd be for Patriot.
Yeah.
I'd be for Patriot. But I don't like it. I don't like it.
So
I get what they're doing, but I don't like it.
So you're kind of like with one character,
yeah,
one mantle. Like you're kind of like at that first person most of the time.
Because then you fall into, and the next part of this, the Captain Marvel, where there's multiple.
Yeah.
That's another movie that's coming out.
The name.
The Marvels.
The Marvels.
They're gonna have Brie. They're gonna have Monica. I always forget the real name. What's her real name?
Brie Tiana Paris.
No, I forget Brie's Captain Marvel. What's her name?
Her name is Brie Larson.
No, the name of the character.
Oh,
what's
Carol
the name?
Danvers.
White Captain.
It's a white name.
Listen,
Carol Danvers.
For me, there's Captain Marvel, then there's White Captain Marvel, then there's Ms. Marvel.
So
don't mix it up. Monica Rambeau.
Carol Danvers.
Kamala's gonna be in the Marvels, and this is exciting because I love true diversity. Like true diversity. When you have a movie and you put someone in it, it's not just movies. TV shows do this too. Let's use an example that has had its feet to the fire. Emily in Paris. Emily in Paris has one black character who also is alluded to as being gay, and then they have one Chinese character. I'm not even trying to. I feel.
Would it be better to say Asian, or do you know they're Chinese?
In the show, she's supposed to be Chinese, but is she actually Chinese though? Like, I always feel weird when we call Asian people Asians, but people call us black and no.
Yeah, it's because technically they don't know where we're from, so it's always.
But I also So she's in the show. She's supposed to be Chinese, but she's the Chinese character, but she makes some racist jokes about Chinese people. It's not like.
Who are the writers? They're
exactly.
white.
White. That's the thing. everything else about this show is white. The writers are white. Everything is white, right?
It isn't.
So it's like
white.
You know, they'll be like, these are our diversities, and that's it. I like diversity done properly, and I feel like by introducing Monica Rambeau, by introducing Kamala Khan, they have the possibility, the chance to do diversity right. You can still mess it up even if you have POCs.
Yeah,
POC means people of color, for all my people who don't understand. You know, when you have them like, oh, this person's black and they're gay and they're going to say this, this, and this and be a stereotype. That's not how you do diversity.
No.
But if you have them in there being a character, not just surrounding it a lot of things are about race, but just don't surround it all about race.
Yeah.
It's not like, always about race.
Yeah, we're more than that.
We're more than that.
Yeah.
When you know, so they have the chance to do this right, and I really hope that it does come out right. I'm excited about that. I'm excited more about Monica and Kamala.
No, that's fine. Like, I honestly low-key was like, me being the nerd and being the business part of it, I was kind of like, dang, they changed the name, so now Bree, or technically Carol, doesn't have her own movie. It's her and other people. But after exactly. After the reception of the first one, some people kind of blaming Brie Larson, some people kind of blaming the directors and the writing of the character. In my opinion, the character was a little bit too OP to come in. She came in way too hot. So maybe this movie will kind of like
tone it down.
Yeah, make her feel more human in a sense, because she kind of
feels like, and they did that. So they made her super overpowered, and then when she came in on in other movies,
yes,
she didn't do nothing.
No,
she had one awesome Zoom moment. I call it the one awesome Zoom moment, and that's it.
That was it.
I'm like,
and then that fight that she had with Thanos, it was like,
I mean, at the end of the day, are you really that overpowered if someone still had to die? Because, I mean, I don't know everything about comics, and I don't know everything about the Infinity Stones, but as far as I understand, 2 people got their powers from the Infinity Stones. Shouldn't they be able to wield the glove and not die? Yeah. Or am I crazy? Tony Stark didn't have to die. Sorry.
That's all she's trying to say. That's all she's trying to say.
I'm sorry.
But yeah, the logic in the MCU is a little bit different. Like, I kind of wish they kind of went off comic book Carol a little bit, because she tends to be a little bit more arrogant in the comics, and I mean, and that could have been something they could have used, like her being OP and her like having this, how it could have, like, I don't know, her.
I think she tried to be a little arrogant with it, with the role, like when she.
Yeah, but then they were doing the things about like her emotions and stuff like that. Yeah. I never understood that part of the movie. She was like, some parts in the movie, like, she was so bland. She's like, what emotion? She's not showing any. So, but anyway,
I think this is. I mean, I've seen Brie in a few. I've seen Brie Larson.
It's okay. We can talk about him like that. We're gonna meet him in the future, right?
Honestly, you know, one day. Hi, Brie Larson. I'm Gina, and you're going to see me one day. But you know, I think she did what she could, but. For the other movies that she's been in, I don't think she was prepared to be in a superhero movie.
Oh, okay.
She did what she knew.
So you think that she has good skills as an actress?
Because I've seen her in other stuff and she was okay. Like, I didn't hate it.
My dad's favorite movie, Just Mercy. She's in that with Michael B. Jordan, surprisingly, and she was pretty good. So
I think it was just not something that. And I know she did a lot of like strength training and stuff to be in the role. Maybe she like got too consumed with preparing physically for it that she didn't really get to prepare as an actor for it. True too. So I don't. But I'm not gonna lie, I really didn't care for Captain Marvel. But I just think, you know, there was a couple, like, a lot of stuff. It felt really paper, like, just reading a boring paper. And I saw that one in theaters. I was very disappointed. I saw free tickets, and I was like, oh, okay, let's go, let's make this a trip. And I was like, this was not enjoyable.
Yeah, this was not
like, so.
And then you said you didn't really care about Eternals that much?
No. I feel like I've been reading forever about the Eternals. The weird thing I do that nobody really knows is the moment something is like going into production, I probably know about it.
Yeah, that's kind of me too.
And
like me
too.
So
I follow things for a long time, and I hate when things get pushed and pushed and pushed. That's why I thought Into the Spider-Verse was
I've known about the Eternals since like they talked about the first look and stuff.
It's been so long that I kind of like, I get bored after a while, so I'm just like, you know what? I was excited, now I'm not excited, so if it happens and I'm able to, okay, but I'm not gonna go out of my way.
Yeah.
which is why it took me so long to see Into the Spider-Verse, and then I was like, this is the greatest thing I've ever seen!
I know, me too! Oh my god.
But it's like, that sucks when things like that happen, so it's like...
I'm mad they didn't give any, like, first looks or any clues from Spider-Man, though. Yeah. I think they did on purpose.
Oh, I hated Spider-Man Far From Home.
You did?
I did not like it at all.
Oh, really? Dang.
And you know how much I love Spider-Man.
Yeah, I know. Maybe you can save that for another one. I did not know that.
I did not like it.
First time I'm hearing this.
Yeah, we saw it together, and I
I'm like,
I kept it to myself.
Wow, Gina. Wow.
I didn't want to hurt anybody.
So many phases of our friendship just showing up today.
I mean,
like,
you said that you wanted T'Challa recasted, so you know maybe there's a little bit.
I have backing. I'll show you the video.
All right, that is our trending for today. Let's get back into living single in a little 90s kind of world. I'm glad I got my girl.
Oh my god! Always wait for that. That's always so good.
I love it.
But yeah, living single. I think last episode we mostly talked about it like romantic wise, and then so like I kind of wanted to kind of deep dive into like the more platonic and just relational.
I'm here for
friendship part of it.
Yes.
Let's see. We talked about. Sorry, I'm going through my notes. We talked about Haitian views, expectations of being single.
I think we did we touch on it?
Yeah, I think okay, yeah. Do you want to be married? Yeah, we said that.
Yeah,
we
touched
okay.
on it.
And then so the first thing was kind of like difficulties as us being like adults now keeping and like fostering friendships. Adult friendships, not friendships that it can be just adult childhood friendships that you try to like go beyond childhood.
I think I count on one hand how many people from my childhood I still talk to.
Yeah.
And you're one of them.
Yeah, same for you.
So it's crazy. Okay, I don't think anything. First of all, blanket statement to start off. If you are watching this and you haven't graduated high school yet, or you didn't finish, no judgment. I don't know. But if you haven't gotten like past that, like grade school, primary, secondary school, right now, I'm just letting you know that all your friends you have are out of convenience.
Oh, yep.
They are around you, so you're just going to make friends with them. And this will happen sometimes in work when you go to work as an adult. But for the most part, all those people that, I always talk to this person in my fourth period. Oh, I wouldn't be able to get through algebra if I didn't have this person next to me. Like,
when algebra's gone.
When algebra's gone, when you walk across that stage, that's the last time. A lot of friendships, they expire on your high school graduation date.
Yep.
Once you graduate, you don't hear from none of these people anymore. I thought that I was such great friends with people that I was in band with. And it's like, now if I run into them, they're like, oh my gosh, hi, bakit problem? There's no problem with it. It's like, oh, we should hang out. We're not hanging out.
Nah, like...
I never say that. I don't say we should hang out if I don't actually mean it, but some people be throwing it around. No, you don't want to hang out.
Yeah,
We're grown-ups now. We have our different lives. Things are different now.
It's okay if at that point
and it's
that's
okay,
when we're connected,
But
people don't think about that too.
Yeah. I have friends that, my friend, we had English and we had French together. And we talked every day when we were in school. But then after we graduated, it's like once every couple months we check in on each other. Which is not unhealthy. I think that happens more often than not, especially when, first we were both in the same city, then she finally went away for school, and then she moved even further away just to continue her education. You end up going through all these different things. You're not in that same 8-hour block day going through this motion for however long people are in school. You're not doing that anymore. Just like when someone moves out of your class, then you don't talk anymore and it's in passing. It's just kind of like that where you don't. So I think it's harder to maintain.
Yeah,
it's harder to maintain those ones unless you truly are close.
And both on both sides want to maintain this friendship.
Yeah, that's another big thing. So my bestie, my love, I told her that we should get married, but she won't do it because she knows I just want her for her military discount. Carlene. She's like, I know you don't actually want to do this, you just want the discount. And if I do, so what? You know me. Push cartons would be cheaper. Let's go. You know, I love her, but right now, and actually for years, ever since she enlisted, I've probably only seen her twice. It's been 5 years.
Oh wow, that long?
I think it's been almost 5 years at this point. Like, yeah. Since
in that time,
she's
has
been
she ever
gone.
been in the States?
Yeah, she came to visit twice. Last time I saw her was like 3 years ago.
Oh.
You know, and for that, she's in a whole other side of the world, different time zones. It's a hassle to even just get on texting each other at the same time. So even though she is definitely my almost literal other half, in the sense that I know her so well that I don't trust her with certain things. Like, I love her, but we don't get to talk as much as we used to. Like, we went from talking every day to only having communication. And when she was at basics training, she didn't even have her phone, so she's sending letters.
That was more time apart.
You know?
Yeah.
So, like, and that friendship takes a lot of effort to maintain. I'm bad at being social, so it comes off sometimes like, oh, you forgot me, you don't talk to me anymore. And it's like, no. And we both understand that. We had that conversation, like, it's not that I don't, it's that this is a little more. I still care about you, I still love you, but this is a little harder to navigate.
Yeah.
So it's
true.
different. I've actually lost a friend from my inability to consistently communicate with people I don't see all the time.
Yeah, because like, I think that's kind of like a thing that people need to notice about me too.
Yeah.
Because I'm more of an introvert compared to the both of us. So like, sometimes... By comparison. Technically, I guess in some ways we're both introverts.
Yeah, it happens.
But, yeah, like sometimes some people would think that like something's wrong with me, but like, I just like to, sometimes I'm too into myself, and like, even when you talked about the whole fact of not communicating with people, sometimes I do think about them. It's just the fear of like reaching out and stuff. That kind of goes back to the fact that we both have trust and insecure issues, so that kind of goes to the fact
if I send them a message, they're gonna want to have a conversation. What am I supposed to say?
Yeah, like I just want to say hey and check in. They're gonna ask how I'm doing. Do I actually have to tell them the whole thing? Like, I don't want to be insincere and just say fine. Like, why did I reach out in the first place? Like, all these random stuff.
It's weird. It's like, it's hard. That's why I do the every couple years I put out the I'm just cheering from the sidelines, don't worry. Yeah. And I'm just cheering from the sidelines. I should use that. Like some of their posts. Yeah. Like that way they know you still checking on them. Yeah. But like not in a creepy way.
And
like
every once in a while on something kind of big, you actually write a comment or something like that. Yeah.
I think someone who I kind of talk to, but we don't talk as much, but we were like pretty close in school. I mean, I don't know. Her name is Janie. She's awesome. We have each other on social media. And she'll like my posts. I like her stuff. I'll randomly write like, "Oh my goodness, that looks amazing." Yeah. And you know, we don't talk. We don't have these full on like, "Oh my gosh, what have you been up to?" But we definitely like check in on each other in a very loose way. And I think that is what a lot of friendships are.
End up being. Yeah. That's what they end up being.
You have like a core group, and then you have like your loose, more like. But I feel like you don't, as an adult, you don't have acquaintances like you didn't. Like in school, you had acquaintances, but as an adult, you're either a part of my friends.
Oh, you're not. Yeah.
There's no in between.
Yeah.
There's no
that's
in between.
Another thing too, bro. Like, I guess because I don't know, because they make you have this idea of like friendship. Sometimes it's like friendships come in so different shapes and forms. Like exact thing we were just saying about coworkers. Like, there's some people that I would consider like my homie, my bestie or whatever at work. But if I saw them like somewhere out there, I wouldn't. I don't know how it would be. It can be kind of awkward. Just because, like, in that work atmosphere, we're going through the motion, we're going through this. Oh, you can't believe that coworker did. You can't believe what that customer did. Da 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 da. Then after the work is done, bye. That's it.
We don't talk outside of.
Nope, we don't talk outside.
That's how they do it in France.
Phone number and trying to have your.
It's like a weird thing if you ask your coworker, like, "Oh, you want to go get dinner?" After work?
Yeah.
Are we working overtime?
Bro, it's just now. I've been working at this one job for 3 years. It's just now my higher ups, like my manager and stuff, got my phone number. Like, it's now. And my other job, they always be trying to like, because I don't know what it is about them. They like to be close and stuff. But for me personally, the place is kind of toxic, so I try to keep my distance. Oh. Anytime they try to get my phone, I'm like, no, if you need my phone number, if it's not for work stuff, don't call me. Like for real, like.
You put like a mile.
Yeah, I put a mile between them. Just my other job, they just started getting my phone number and I can text them and stuff. So, nah, not this one. Yeah. Yeah, people gotta realize it. There's stages to this. There's stages to this. Yeah. Yeah, that's what one of the questions was like, do you have work friends?
I mean, okay, now that being said, I still do have work friends. I think I'm closer to my boss than most people in the job that I like, the one that I care about. I'm closer to my boss, but like the person who was there before, it was strictly business. Don't text me afterward.
Yeah.
I mean, even though we don't really talk about.
Was it the rude one? She's still there?
No, she's not the rude one. Someone else.
Okay.
But like even though we speak to each other, like I recognize she's my boss, but we also talk to each other like friends.
Yeah.
She tries like not to message me outside of certain hours because she's like, I don't want to make you feel uncomfortable because you're the boss employee relationship, and we also like don't have each other on social media, which I think is a good boundary to have. Like you need to have that boundary, even if you're friends with your boss, friends with your coworkers, have a specific like boundary, because what I had at my old job was if everyone basically had each other on Facebook, right? And then I also some people had Snapchat, and so I had some people on Snapchat, and one of my friends.
I don't even need to hear the whole story. I kind of have an idea. Yeah.
If she was not at work, they were like checking her social media, like where she been, and they'd be like, oh, I think she went here and she went there, and it's like, bro, just because she posted today does not mean that's what she did. Not everyone does that, first of all, and it also made me feel like uncomfortable. I learned that lesson of you need to be, if you add a coworker onto your social media, be mindful about what you're posting, because if for some reason you're out, you don't know if that person's going to turn around and be like, oh, well, she posted this today.
Maybe she wasn't sick at all.
Like, and I think that right there is toxic.
Yeah.
Like, so, I mean, I'm not around that now, which I like, but I also think because my boss is younger than my bosses at my previous job. I'm not trying to like specifically be like,
I thought you that too. We ain't trying to do that.
I think because she's younger than they were, there's more understanding about social media etiquette.
Yeah.
And so I like that. Like my boss knows my Instagram, because my Instagram is very, well, I have two, but the one that's really public, I don't mind people knowing about it. So she has the link because she likes to go look at the pictures that I post, but she will not follow me, which is good. And I respect that, and I like that. Like, she's understanding, like, okay, there needs to be a separation. And then all my other my coworkers, like, I think I'm pretty friendly. I don't think there's a job that I've ever had where, well, I'll start off a little, like, keep to myself. Yeah. Which apparently looks like I don't like people.
People have been saying that about me, too.
Yo, it happens.
But let me stop talking about this job. But yeah.
Mahalia's like, I'm about to quit this job. I'm about to quit this job. What? Oh my gosh, but like I definitely think we're considered friends, and I consider some of them friends, but like I tell you, I'm a business.
Yeah, exactly.
Am I gonna talk to you outside of work?
No. Yeah.
One of them we kind of started to, but then I felt like I was like, oh, okay, I feel iffy about how the way she was being, so I changed it, and I like brought the dynamic. Yeah. So it's like, okay, we don't talk to each other. Like weekends, I don't exist. Okay, don't message me on a Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We don't have work. No. Yeah. And then even then, I said something one time, and then I guess our like levels in the workplaces, they're kind of different, even though we both started at the same time. But so there was something that I knew that she didn't knew, and I knew.
You know
that she didn't know. I just came from work, guys.
She's tired.
I'm tired. But you know, I was like, okay, let me like bring it back a little. I don't need to update her on stuff like that. If I'm not saying, hey, are you coming in, then there's no questions. Yeah. And even then, I don't need to know if she's coming, because I've been out and she hasn't said anything. So guess what? She can be out. I'm not saying nothing. Like I play off of that. You have coworkers. They're just like, it's different. It's a little more of a balancing act. But I guess I technically do have friends. That was a really long way to say technically yes, but kind of no.
No, that's okay, because some people don't like it at all. To like yes, for in this one place we're in, like I want to be friendly, I want to be nice to everybody, so you can say we're friends, but outside of that, don't text me, don't do anything. But for me, I don't know you in public, but for me, it depends who the person is and how I feel their vibes and stuff like that. If they're kind of person that I feel like at work they're like very a weird way that I don't really like. I'm like, I don't need that in my actual personal life, or even like have their phone number.
Oh,
and
yeah.
stuff. But I can count on one hand how many people like I've ever worked with. I actually have their personal phone number on my phone. Besides like actual like, you know, superiors and stuff like that. So I think it's only like 2 or 3. But even then, like
4.
Yeah, 4. Okay.
In my entire work career. That's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Speaking of work, even though it has nothing to do with work, I put about male friendships.
At work?
Not at work, but just in general. I don't really have that many guy friends.
I feel like I had so many guy friends when I was in school, which is
maybe because they were just there, but now that you're older, you actually would have to like
work.
Yeah, work at it.
But okay, so this is weird, and you guys will be like, "Oh wow, Gina, you kind of conceited." Well, I am.
I like how you just had to turn. Like, I am.
So in school, I had a lot of guy friends, but I was definitely not one of the guys. I just was able to, I guess, get along with them well, and once again, friendships out of convenience.
Yeah.
But also, like, I forgot what I was for, but I read a thing, and it was like, if a guy, at least in the early-ish parts, unless you make friends as children, but when you're a little older, if you make friends with a guy, it's because they're, like, mildly interested in you. Mm-hmm. And I understand that, because they have to put an effort into the friendship, whereas most guy friendships don't really require. It's like, oh, we like this, let's do it.
Yeah.
Like, but with girls, it's a little bit of a different dynamic. So when you have,
well, maybe it makes sense because, you know, same gender and stuff.
Yeah. So if you have guy friends while you're like in, not really middle school, but like high school and up, like it's because they kind of like you. Not that they're going to act on it, but that they kind of are interested. And I remember in high school, people like being like, "Why are you friends with so many hot guys?" I was like, "Hot? They not hot. What are you talking about?" And I think that was also the allure of being friends with me. If you were a guy, is the way that I treat guys.
Yeah, you didn't think like that at all.
I don't. Yeah. I'm almost straight up disrespectful. I'm basically
like that.
Almost straight up disrespectful to guys when I'm friends with them. But I also do it when I like them. So, well, to a level, it depends. If I like you too much, I'm not talking to you at all. But like, so I had a lot of guy friends in school, and then even when I was like living in the dorms again, I had a lot of guy friends. Active college, I had a lot of guy friends. But like now, not really.
Yeah.
And I mean, I guess I don't even want to be like, I don't put in efforts to the other ones that I could have. Now if I have guy friends, typically they're married, so it's like not even the same. It's like a big brother kind of thing. It's not really a friendship thing. It's different. But yeah, and then I guess, let me see, at work, I don't think I have, I mean, I guess I personally wouldn't call them friends. I have a person I work with, his name is Carson. This is so funny. We're just mean to each other all the time.
I like how you just said his name.
Yeah, I don't care about Carson. Forget Carson.
Like, when you say you're mean to each other.
We're just mean to each other all the time. Like, it's like today I was walking by and he goes, "Jeez, don't even look at me." And I'm like, "I wasn't." And he goes, "Whatever, Gina." And then he was like inching towards the door at the end of the day. I was like, "Where are you going, Carson? Did they say we could leave?" Like, we just do that all the time where we just like bicker, and it's out of fun. It's fun for me.
Yeah.
Would it be weird if it was like, "Oh, Carson likes you"? Yeah, it'd be a little weird. But we don't talk to each other. We don't have each other's information or anything like that. So it's just purely out of fun. Now, I'm not going to call him my friend because Carson's disgusting. But it's like, I think that's the only, like, I guess, active, like, just a friend kind of male friend thing I have going on. I was supposed to call Noah, like, since August of 2020, so I can't even say.
Dang.
That's one of those I'm bad at communicating things. Because
Yeah.
I'll sit there like, okay, he's in a whole nother city. Should I even call him? Like, that's what I think about. It's hard for me to do that. Like, I don't know, but I guess Noah's my friend. I guess.
Dang, it is hard. For me, I don't even have... I guess it's weird for me because a lot of people, I would say my friends that are guys, they're all family. So I don't have that many guy friends. And the ones like, now that you say it like that about the whole interest thing, that makes sense why at certain points I had technically guy friends, and then after a while it kind of
like fizzled out. Yeah.
So it was like, okay.
They have to have a
They actually
mild
thought I was
interest.
cute. Okay.
I had one person tell me, and I was like, why didn't you tell me this when we were in school?
Well, I remember you telling me that.
He's like, well, I didn't know if you were interested or not. I'm like,
that's for me to decide.
You could have asked. You could have asked. We could have been making people jealous. You could have asked. You could have. And it was like the one.
I would have been mad too, but like, that's for me to decide. You just have to tell me that.
I was like, I wish you said nothing because I hate you now, and we don't talk. We don't talk. If we see each other, you know, I say hi because I'm not rude, but we don't talk anymore.
Dang. We don't talk anymore. Used to do.
No, because that's disrespectful. If you like somebody, you better confess while you like them. Telling me after.
You don't know about the whole. You don't know about the whole culture about you liking somebody and they don't know. Like, that was me. That was my game, bro. I'd be on below the radar liking people, and then after the fact, years later, be like, you like them? But you never acted crazy around them? Because that's not me. But guess what? In my dreams, I'll be dreaming about it.
Yeah, I only exclusively like people that I don't know or meet in real life.
Yeah,
like,
so far you've done that. Yeah, so far you've done that.
Hey, they can't hurt you if they never meet.
That's true. That's
oh
true.
my goodness. But yeah, no, I don't
know. It's kind of hard too, like, especially what you just said, because most of the time, at least for me, when it comes to the opposite gender, if they're not like family related or anything like that, they tend to come around out of interest. So at least this part of my life, at least in this year, I'm not really looking for a relationship. So I'm always like hesitant to even like start a friendship anyways. I feel like I would make
in general, even starting like a friendship is a lot of work. Yeah,
I would even say like talk about that. I don't have a lot of friends, guys. Because it's so hard.
Let's check.
It's so
Open
hard.
up your phone. And who are the last 10 people that you messaged?
Oh, goodness.
You. My boss. You and Leah. Leah. Someone asking me a question about work. My mom.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Look at how far in we are, and we still. There's only 2 people. Someone asking me about work.
Yeah.
My niece. My sister. Like.
Yeah, I got you and Leah, you, and another friend, but that's like for business type thing, because I'm doing a photography thing with it. My dad. And my friend, just because like I was going somewhere, I didn't want to be by myself. But that my 2 bosses, like, it's not even a lot of people.
Most of my messages are from my family members. That's great.
Yeah.
Family members are work.
Yeah, same.
I mean,
business stuff from my family members or you and Leah. Yeah.
You're.
Yeah, it's hard to make friends, guys. It's hard to make friends.
I'm trying to make friends that are like into the same stuff. I think I'm pretty good at making online friends. Like,
really?
Yeah, because my public Instagram,
help.
I have good discussions, but I also think like the nature of my page, I'm naturally gonna have people talking to me.
Mm-hmm.
So that's nice. There's a couple people that I like actually consider like, oh, you are my IG friend. Like, we talk about a lot of things. We check in on each other.
Oh,
I've had like
good.
a couple of FaceTime dates with them. And I say dates, but they're completely platonic, guys. I'm not talking to anybody. I'm not cheating on BTS.
Anyways.
I am cheating on BTS with GOT7.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, no, like, they're just, and that I've been able to do, but also like, I think in a weird way, sometimes I treat friendships, and it's not that you shouldn't treat them this way, but you should also like keep this in mind, like networking. One day these people might be able to like help you, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I try to maintain good relationships so that if ever I need something, I have these people. Like my previous job, I could definitely call up and be like, hey, I need a reference letter, and they'll do it.
Yeah.
Now, will I do that? No, because that was a waste pool of toxicity. Like, I couldn't. But that's by choice.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
They always, like, they told me, like, hey, if you ever need anything, call us up, let us know. And I know that they mean it because I'm a great employee. So I kept it, like, a good professional business friendship. But I also talk to people because I know, like, hey, this person's doing this and I see that they're doing this. Like, I think they're going to do really well with this and they might be something that I could help me in the future. So let me maintain this friendship, like, a little bit. Am I great at maintaining them all? No. But it's, like, nice to have that person that, you know I
That's
can talk
really
to this
good.
person about this, and that. And then also, it's nice to have online friends because even though they didn't grow up with you and stuff like that, like, they'll sit there and just cheer you on. Like, there's this one person, her name is @HypeQueen. She really do be hyping me up. Right? There's not a post I make that she's not right there like, yes, you better work it. She's black. She's awesome. Like, you know, every single post, she always is right there. And I like that. That is our friendship. She hypes me, I hype her, but she hypes me way more than I hype her. Not that I miss her posts or anything, but, like, I'm, like, not as good as at words when it comes to just being like, I mean, I'm okay, but I'm not as good as her. Like, she's really good at it. Like, I feel encouraged to go conquer the world when she like comments on my stuff.
That's
but, like,
good.
you know, you start to, like, get into those circles and, like, oh, we both like this. I started making GOT7 friends, which, by the way, GOT7 is another K-pop group. BTS people, ARMY, harder to make friends with. I think they're all I'm not gonna say we. I think they're mostly introverts and antisocial people. Like, we all commonly like this, but we're not gonna talk to each other. What? Are you crazy?
What?
Like,
No.
what? Make a group chat? What?
No.
Follow each other on social media? What? No. We'll talk in the comments of a post, but we're not friends.
Yeah.
Whereas GOT7 people are a little more like, oh my gosh, let's follow each other on IG. Oh my gosh, let's make a group chat. And we actually talk, which is crazy because I'm like, I only met you guys because I was interested in one person. Like,
Dang,
but here
I
we
need some
are
tips for
discussing
that.
and
That's
talking,
good.
and I'm learning about the group through them.
Yeah.
And they're telling me things and helping me with the Korean times because, I'm bad at math. Sorry guys, I'm an English person, not a math person, but yeah, so those are like, and that's like that's a 21st century thing.
Yeah.
Because our parents didn't have to deal with online friendships. Our parents probably like, net smarts, strangers are bad.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm
it.
thinking. That's why I was so hesitant to even do that in the first place. But all these good experiences you have.
But it really, like I said, I think it's the page that I have that fosters it, and the way that I maintain my page and all my other things, and just time. Like, if I had, I think any page could definitely get a good one. Like, I think you would have, like, good friends. You know who you should follow? @David Suh, and talk to him about photography, because, like, I feel like he gives some gems. He's based in Sacramento. He's really cool. He's cute. That's why I followed him.
That kind of helps.
Cute. I followed him because he's cute, but he's really talented. I promise. My eyes do not stop me from having a brain. Well, sometimes.
Yeah. Sometimes.
But that's like we're both into this, and that could be a thing. Like, you bond over that, and that's like a normal friendship, bonding over your things that you have in common, but maintaining them always takes work. Like, obviously, I think it's the great thing about social media friends is, like, we understand that we're not always going to be talking all the time. We're probably in different time zones. I don't think I have any online friends that I haven't met in person that live in Florida. Like, all of them are outside of my time zones. So, well, no, I met those people in person. So, yeah, everyone else is outside of my time zone. So, it's understood, like, we're not going to talk all the time every day. But we're definitely going to support each other as needed. And if we have questions about things, we can talk to each other about it. And that is the friendship. That's friendship. Supporting each other, being there for each other.
So good.
You know, I think when we're in school with people, just because they're there, we feel like, we have to be friends with them. That sometimes we're not even, like, mindful about, okay, this person's not good for me. This person doesn't have anything in common. This person's on this level. I'm on this level. Like, we need to. I feel like it's even harder to separate when you're in school.
Yeah, that's why sometimes that graduation date is good.
It's great.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's my little blab blurb.
No, you're good. You're good.
Yeah.
Anything else about friendship you want to talk about? I'm actually out. I'm getting really hungry. I'm sorry. I stopped talking a little bit. Yeah, so now I'm the one that's like,
I'm kind of thirsty, but whatever.
I'll get you something.
Oh.
Alright.
She said
Anything?
What about, I don't know, our friendship's kind of weird if you think about it.
Our friendship?
Yeah.
In what sense?
Because, like, our parents were on the same boat. What the heck? Oh my god, my nose! Remember I used to snort all the time?
Yeah.
Oh my god! Ugh.
Is that what you're talking about? How like your laugh changed?
I told you, you heard that? I was like, I don't even, okay.
I think it's because Leah snorts.
Leah! Okay, so our friendship, our parents were on the same boat.
It started on
not parents. It was my mom and her
my
dad.
Yeah.
Were on the same boat when they came to America. That's wild, right?
Yeah.
And then they go off their separate ways and they don't end up together, obviously, because we're not actually related.
No.
And, you know, they married their respective peoples. And then they end up at the same church.
Yep.
And then your parents were around when I was born.
Mm-hmm.
I was at her parents' wedding as a baby.
Yep.
Like, and then years and years later, we become friends.
Yeah, I know. It's
Like, we were in church together. We technically were growing up together, but we didn't really become friends until like middle school.
Yeah, that is true. That is true.
Yeah, and it's like, it started off as just like walking home together. Like, we're going in the same room. So it was like out of convenience.
That. Yeah.
It was like, out of convenience. And then out of like convenience and then time and just being with each other to the point where it's like I don't know if it's dependency on yours. I just know that I have a lot of needs and that I know where I am. But like, we've been through a lot together.
Yeah, we have.
And it's different because, like you say, a lot. Like, you're around family a lot. So most of your friends are related somehow.
Yeah.
But we're not related at all. It was just like first what started out as convenience just turned into like an actual friendship.
Yeah.
And I think that's like one of the few friendships that I have that it was like that, because Leah and I, same thing, went to the same church, but we didn't become friends till like high school.
Yeah.
And I was like graduating high school when we finally were really talking like that.
And you're like, oh, you're kind of cool.
Yeah, you know, we started hanging out, texting and everything, but it's like, that could have been the same situation.
Yeah.
But it wasn't.
So weird.
So it's like
God works in mysterious ways.
It's like we were destined to be friends, but it didn't happen until so long.
Yeah.
So
that's
it's
crazy.
like a weird, like, that's our friendship. I mean, we're not friends anymore. Like I said, you know, she said what she said about T'Challa earlier. We're not friends. This is purely a business relationship.
Good
news. You know,
that's
I'm
how good we are. Like, we could have a good business relationship. You wouldn't even know it's not real.
You wouldn't even know.
But I think that's a really good example of like fostering a friendship. Like,
yeah,
just going through the ups and downs of it, and then
work.
and still like still wanting to be friends. So.
Yeah, I think aside from you, and like I said, I put our friendship starting in middle school when we really started.
Yeah, so, I vividly remember sometimes at middle school walking together.
Yeah, and then aside from you, then there's Carlene, who I met in 4th grade. But that's the oldest friendship I have.
Wow.
That is the oldest friendship I have. Nobody that I met, even though I like have them on social media, and sometimes like very, very rarely we talk. Mm-hmm. Like, I have people from like kindergarten that, oh yeah, we were in class together, we did this, yeah, we have memories together, but they're not my friends.
Yeah.
At all. Like, my oldest friendship is definitely Carlene. Even that was weird. Like, when we first met, I was like, you're really annoying. And she's just smiling. She's the best, honestly. But like, it's just weird. Like, it was like, oh, it was out of convenience and something else came out of that. Mm-hmm. And it didn't expire at graduation, just because I think the true work that goes into a friendship of not just only when we're around each other, like, that was really put in there. Yeah. That got a little deep.
Yeah, that was a little deep. But the thing you said about the graduation, not all of them end.
Not all of them.
But you just have to figure out the ones that you still want to try to make work. And it has to be a two-way street.
Yeah, definitely two-way, yeah.
Because like you said before, like, some of your friends, they go through changes, they move different places, different time zones and areas.
Life,
like,
stages in life,
different stages of life.
A lot of my friends that have kids, it's harder for me to sit and talk with them. Cause
oh, yeah.
Not that they only talk about their kids, but y'all stop talking about your kids. I
I don't have kids.
No.
I ain't got
The only
nobody.
child that I care to hear about is my youngest, whoever is my youngest niece at the time. That means once you're not the youngest, I love all my nieces, but youngest gets priority because they're a baby. And then he, like...
Okay, this is gonna start a fight. Okay, let's end this right here.
I don't have favorites, though.
Let's end this right here,
But,
y'all.
stop talking about your kids to me.
Yeah. Do your friends talk about their kids? If so, what about it bothers you?
Or, like, friends that are married and only talk about being
Yes.
married.
Talk about being married and then being all lovey-dovey and stuff like that. Be like, what happened to my friend? I don't want my married friend. I just want my friend, bro.
Oof,
That reminded me of that one random TikTok I saw about sometimes when you read third wheeling sometimes.
I had a friend who, I mean,
I'll show it to you. If I find it, I'll show it to you. But anyways, anything else?
There's just so much. There's so much.
I'm
And
sorry, guys.
Mahalia's antsy. She's hungry because all those words came out of her mouth.
That it be happen like that for real. After a certain time, I'm like, why am I talking so much? Okay, guys. This is it. Like,
subscribe,
comment, subscribe.
Comment.
You don't want to miss when we go up soon, when we blow up and stuff. You won't be able to say,
Catch me before
I'm
the
hungry.
FBI takes me away. I'm kidding.
All right.
Catch me before I move to Seoul to marry one of the...
Let's not say that.
I mean, who knows? It might not be Seoul. It might be France. It might be a city in France. If that happens, I'm definitely not with BTS. But hey,
Yeah.
BTS is not my entire life.
Anyways, bye guys.